right, we in here. Sorry for the delay. I had to be sure that the stream was actually going to work. It looks like it's doing its thing, so I think we're good to go. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the School of Rock. Happy Saturday. Hope you guys had a wonderful day today. Um, kind of just wanted to chill out because we're playing a little later today. I needed some rest earlier. Been having a lot of late nights but early mornings, and that kind of thing catches up to you after a while. Have to remind myself that I'm not the young spry chicken that I once used to be. But we're here. We're here, loud and clear, and we're playing some coffee talk too. I did start this game already. I'm gonna pick up from where we left off in the last playthrough. If you missed that, it is up on my Twitch as a highlight, or at least it should be. I believe it is. But yeah, we're gonna pick up from where we left off. We are doing a little bit of an achievement hunt. We are currently up to 8 out of 53. That's quite a lot of achievements that we have to get through, but it's cool. I want to say this game has twice as many achievements as the first one did, if I remember right. But yeah, we're gonna pick right up where we were. All right, so I want to say they have, yeah, just to get us caught up. Let's see, we did kind of get started in the middle of a conversation here. Let's see if we can get back up to where we were. If I remember right, Bailey's and his now wife, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, Lua, they had a little conversation or whatever here. Oh no, they're fiancés right now. They haven't actually gotten married yet. They were having a conversation about the marriage and what they wanted to do for the wedding. And I believe Bailey's is cut off from his family. His family is relatively wealthy, but because he's choosing to marry I believe she's a succubus. I think that's the word. I don't know if that's the exact term that they use to describe her, but because he chose to marry her and not in his elf bloodline, if you will, they cut him off. So they're trying to figure out how they're going to fund their wedding. She's saying she doesn't necessarily want to have a huge wedding, really, and he wants to give her a big princess wedding. And Hyde happened to cut into the conversation to basically tell him to be fucking real about himself. Okay, so let's see. Fine arts were the first thing I got good at a few centuries ago, but my style isn't trendy nowadays. Too much chiaroscuro lighting? Putting blue in skin tones isn't novel anymore. Okay. If you're insinuating that you're Rembrandt, shh, all. If my mafia buddies find out, I'll be in trouble. Thank you. Oh. You're always joking around, Hyde. Indeed he does. But for all that, you don't sugarcoat your advice. You're a pretty great listener. I hope you also have people who listen to you. moving here to be closer to them. Oh, what was that? Nothing. I believe your phone's ringing. Oh, it's Lua. She's done with work for the day. Finally. In a hurry to leave here, Mr. Bailey's? I love how they had this little picture of Rachel in the back. Assuming that's Rachel, it looks like Rachel to me. No, not at all. But I am looking forward to going home. And keeping bickering? Nah, I don't think so. I had an epiphany just now. Must be something in the drink. I didn't put anything in it, I swear. I'm going to leave the topic alone for a little while. Good elf. Enjoy your night then. I think I will. Thanks, Hyde. And thanks, Pete. Of course. Have a good night, Mr. Bailey's. Mr. Hyde. What was about the mafia and modeling and fine arts? Are you genuinely considering a career change? All I'm considering right now is whether my car got nicked. I know old man Georgie said this area is safe, and it's a bit of a pile of junk. But it's a pile of junk with sentimental value. Dang. I sense a story. It's quite a story indeed. But I'll make it short, because it's getting pretty late. I got this car many moons ago, back when Gala was my bodyguard. I'd been stuck in Seattle for a while, working day in and out. At some point, I decided that I needed a proper break. But, you know Gala, he's a bit of a stickler for the rules. There's no way I could have a night out in the middle of a big job, not on his watch. So you slipped his watch? You know me well, Pete. Some friends and I, we decided to get together. I was to provide the ride, they provided entertainment. I did the usual thing. I waited until Gala was sound asleep. Then I left a pile of pillows under the duvet, hide-shaped. And I snuck out of the hotel room. There was only one problem. Gallo was my chauffeur as well. He had your car keys. Claire, no. He had my car keys. And I wasn't about to poke the bear wolf. I'm crying, not the bear wolf. So I went to the nearest dealership and got the cheapest car I could find. I only intended to keep it for the night, you see. I'll spare you the details, but my friends and I, we drove to a lovely spot with a view. For the sort of action which, I admit, might appear ambiguous from the outside, but to me, it was very enjoyable indeed. We were right in the thick of it when suddenly, we hear a tap on the window. Let me guess, that was Gala, the wolf himself. He peers inside, and he starts banging on the door so hard the whole car is shaking. We all just kind of freeze, and then he says, "How dare you kidnap Mr. Hyde?" Aw. He said, "Ain't no way, this is his piece of shit. I'm gonna beat." Opens the door and tosses my dates outside. Dates? You had multiple dates. Crazy. Mr. Hyde, you're not winding me up, are you? Oh, Pete, I wish. His little chuckle. Sorry, it still sends me into a fit just to think about it. He princess carried me out of the car, if you can believe that. That sounds about right. That's a conscientious bodyguard if I ever heard of one. Right? Truly earning his yearly bonus. For real. Didn't even have the chance to explain the situation. At least not until he removed my gag. What? Oh, they were in the car being freak nasty. Gala acted like he was angry, but in reality, he was mortified. If not as mortified as my dates, whom I had picked out of the grass. Dang, poor Gala. Pete, I see where your allegiance lies. Personally, I say poor me. Never saw those lovely friends again after that fiasco. But I couldn't be angry at Gala even then. In fact, I found his chivalry rather charming. He didn't seem to find my antics quite as charming, though. He had woken up, hadn't found me, and was already suspecting the worst. And that was before he discovered me in a strange car in the middle of nowhere, in a compromising position. Hi, we're in a coffee shop. I think he was truly terrified on my account. So he stopped talking to me for a few weeks. That doesn't sound unfair. I suppose it wasn't. He also wouldn't give me my car keys back. Got stuck with this old thing you could see outside. And the worst of it is, if you can believe it, I decided as a grand gesture to chauffeur him around in it. That's cute. He stopped sulking really quickly after that. I suspect he wasn't a huge fan of my driving. Anyhow, I decided to keep the car in the end, for whatever reason. My car collection has had some serious turnover, but this one isn't going anywhere. Must have replaced everything inside it a dozen times over. And it's very banged up. But I guess I've grown fond of it by now. We're both a little stuck in time, this car and I. Aww. You're rather more sentimental than I thought, Mr. Hyde. Sentimental, That's what you took away from that story? But I suppose you're right. Good thing it's only us here. I can plausibly deny this conversation ever took place. That's crazy. That's crazy as hell. Still, the rain has stopped, and this is my cue to go. Before I lose all my remaining cred. I hope the car is safe and sound. So do I. And Pete? Yes? Nah, nothing. Have a good night. Good night, Mr. Hyde. Aw, he's a big softy. And safe journey home. Black magic. Sweet, cool, and magically wakes you up. Is it magic or is it coffee? Claire, no. No, ma'am. Y'all have to start harassing me. I'm trying to eat. The Evening Whispers, Monday, September 25th, 2023. Hey, that was a few days ago. The Rise and Fall of Weirdstein Box Offices, A Brief History. I know exactly what that's supposed to be. Sold out replica astronaut suits experience an extreme increase in sales. Really? First wave of visa applications to Europe rejected for failure to include passport signatures. Let us start the date. Hope the power hiccups didn't affect the machine too much. It's a very slow start. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. It's something about a good meatloaf that just be hitting when you needed to hit. So there's something about a good meatloaf that just be hitting when you needed to hit. Thank you. You said what? Mm-hmm. Ah, here we go. Right in the nick of time. Who that is? Neo! And your sister. Welcome, you two. It's a relief to see you safe and sound. Hi, Pete. Yes, we're also very relieved. It was a little scary last time. We analyzed the events of the evening and found them 31.245% frightening and 68.755% distasteful. Damn. Leaving in such a hurry is not an experience we care to repeat. Poor Amanda. Hopefully, this will be a quieter evening. Yes, that is our wish. Anyhow, greetings are customary in cafes, bars, and restaurants, are they not? Therefore, good evening. It's the finger guns. Good even in reality, it should be good night. Hmm. We find that very strange. That good evening is a way to say hello, but good night is a way to say goodbye. Is this assuming that you never start an encounter at night? Because that theory would appear to be empirically wrong. For example, this is the second time we meet, Earthchild, and both times have been at night. Our 100% sample does not bear out the aforementioned premise. But additionally, the very concepts of evening and morning seem only marginally. Amanda? Yes, what is it? I think Pete tried to interject a couple of times. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, Pete. No, it's alright. I didn't have anything important to say. Truth is, I'm not sure why our greetings have a circadian rhythm. Earthlings are creatures of habit, I suppose. They get attached to certain ways of using language, and often don't question the actual meaning of words. No, for real. Yes. At least in this particular case, no one's getting hurt. Since I arrived here, I've observed that some thoughtless uses of language can have a much more painful effect. Indeed. Hmm. We see and we agree. And we apologize for interrupting you, Pete. Don't worry about it. Communicating without a hive connection is rather challenging. Besides, we have been in a somewhat heightened mental state. Ooh. We have been finding Earth quite curious. Extraordinary, even. We are keen to absorb as much information as we can during our visit here. It seems to us our siblings who previously visited Earth came back with findings of a rather superficial nature. We are excited to gather data that will advance the science of Earth studies. Our return to the hive will be triumphant. Triumphal? Triumphal? What? Of course, we do not do such things for the glory, but still, we are looking forward to seeing our work recognized. Aw, she trying to be the first. I love it. Go ahead, Amanda. So, are you a scholar, Miss Amanda? Yes, that is a good equivalence of what we are. We specialize in data gathering and analysis of poorly charted territories. Not poorly charted, I'm crying. That sounds very impressive. Oh, DGAPCT is much less impressive than our siblings' mission. What? Silver is an explorer and an adventurer. He is deserving of respect. And his mission is to. What is with the finger guns? His mission to find a prospective partner is of the utmost importance. Still perspective, huh? No progress on that front, I take it? Well, I wouldn't quite say that. Hmm, very intriguing. You're always so professional, Pete. You rarely ask direct questions. But I think you're a little curious about the gossip, right? What is gossip? Gossip is information about what goes on in other people's lives. Oh, we see. So it's like that on individual beings, then. Yeah, that sounds right. We love gossip. What is wrong with it? Nothing at all, and I would love to listen to yours. But let me at least make you a drink first. We must consider our choice of drink carefully. We suggest our sibling goes first. Are you ready to order, Silver? I have an idea, yes. Can we expect an interesting new recipe? You're a barista yourself now, after all. A barista? How am I? He still does the finger thing. Oh, you mean the cafe? Yes, you mentioned you were opening one, didn't you? I am, after a fashion. But I'm not focusing on drink menus just yet. Also intriguing. I promise I'm not just withholding information, Pete. But things are a little complicated. Is it alright if we start with the drink? I'll try my best to explain everything afterwards. Sounds good to me. Then I think I'd like something simple tonight. Do you remember the first drink I ordered when I came here years ago? No, the fuck I don't. Wasn't it a coffee-based drink? It was. A coffee drink, and I think you mentioned it was very bitter. Bitter and tart, right? Yes, I think that's right. A bitter and tart coffee drink. Oof. What did he have? Something with lemon in it? Was it coffee and lemon? Was that the thing? I don't remember what the thing was. I want to say he had a black lemon. I mean, if I fuck it up, it's whatever, right? Definitely looked like what I had in mind. Okay, bet. Bet. We didn't fuck it up. You fucking with it? He fucking with it. And it tastes interesting. It's very minimal, yet strong. Very enjoyable. I think I might prefer sweeter things, but I'm glad I tried this one. That's right, this time he could actually taste it with his mouth and not his fucking finger. Last time he dipped his finger in it. Hmm. You know, I second what Miss Amanda said last time. You feel the same in some ways, yet also very different. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I do think that everyone keeps changing all the time. Mm-hmm. Maybe we feel like our personalities make sense because we see ourselves in hindsight. When the truth is, we make ourselves up as we go along. Hey, he's preaching some real stuff right now. That is an insightful theory, Silver. You have grown wiser. You used to be a rather youthful and innocent part of the hive. Aw. Well, I've had to learn and adapt here. It has been a couple of years, after all. But despite all that, and considering what I said about people changing all the time, I don't think I've changed all that much. In fact, it's as if I've been becoming a little more me every day. Just revealing myself. Wording. Speaking of that, we meant to ask. How did you choose the specific Earthling appearance over another? Our observation is that Earthlings come in a great many varieties, with a near infinity of combinations. Did you run a random generation algorithm? Oh no, it wasn't random at all. Even if at first it wasn't a conscious process. I chose the way I look because it felt true to who I am. When I first started coming to this cafe, I had a hard time understanding this world and its rules. But there were already some things that I could relate to, some things that felt familiar, like Hyde's eyes that always see beyond the surface, or Gala's outfit, which is a sign of kindness and trust. I borrowed those traits from them without even realizing it. He does look like a mix between Hyde and Gala. You took inspiration from them. Yes, our species seems to have the ability to do that. But Gala's fashion I couldn't keep after all. It came with responsibilities. People stop me all the time to ask me for medical advice. I can see how that would be problematic. Yes, but then I found this fictional universe where all the stories take place in the stars. Star Trek! So I changed my outfit to imitate theirs. And at some point, it all came together. One morning, I saw myself in the mirror and I felt right. Like the way I looked matched who I was. It made me feel at peace. So, although I look different now from when we first met, and although I've learned the ways of this world a bit, and have grown a bit, in many ways, I still feel the same. Different but same. Yes, different but same. It makes sense to us. It really does. Ooh, your vibrate is strong, Silver. Oh, is this Laurel? Who's Laurel? Who's Pearl? No, this is from Pearl. Still no news from Midge? We think the odds are now 84.308% that she's phantoming you. Ghosting? You mean ghosting? We mean phantoming, as in when you think you hear a sound. But your ears are merely playing a trick on you. We thought we had established a high connection with Midge, but it was only a phantom sound after all. Oh wow. Anyhow, what does Pearl say? That her calendar might clear up soon if I want to meet up. Ooh. Ooh, Silver. Sounds like things are going very well indeed. I think it may be time I tell you a little bit about this. Did Amanda want a drink? I was about to say. But we wish to order a drink as well. Oh, of course. I'm so sorry. Go ahead, Amanda. Wow. Our apologies, but the machine's having issues today. We'll let you know as soon as it's working again. Curious that Earth drink making skills are so refined, yet so unreliable. This is a land of contradictions. Girl, talk about it. It sure is. But do carry on, sibling. Right, so I've been relying on Amanda to help me with the online part of online dating. And it's been working really well. On average. There have also been some small issues. Earthlings are strange. Online dating has a reputation for emphasizing that, yes. Some Earthlings express their interest, but when you say hello, they never answer back. Girl, y'all must be on Tinder. While in real life, saying hello is a starter for 99.845% of conversations. It seems that online, more humorous or breeding-oriented openers are favored. Breeding-oriented, oh my lord. However, if an opener is entirely horned, it is considered out of bounds and angrily dismissed. Horned? Yes, that is when prospective partners send you close-up pictures of their horns. Oh! Oh! People do that? Oh, yes. I think it would be fine after a bit of conversation. If we get into the mood and they ask me first, I'd probably say yes. Horns can be really pretty, you know? But it feels very strange when that's the first thing they do, before they even write a single word. Child, I can imagine. And then sometimes Earthlings express interest, but after reading a joke that is statistically funny 99.908% of the time, they answer with a sad face and block communications. Damn. Funny for you? 99.908% of the time? Yes. Hmm. Fortunately, online dating is governed by the law of large numbers, which favors persistence. We are patient. Amanda has been spending a lot of time on the app, and it's started to work out. I'm now having conversations with some really nice people, especially Pearl. We prefer Laurel. Her facial features are more symmetrical. That's crazy. But Silver seems to favor the asymmetrical Earthling. That's crazier. It's just, she sounds like a really good person. She's a communications director for a charity that fights homelessness. That's decent. That's nice. Cool. Winnie, there's no way you have to poop again, bro. She cares about other people a lot. I don't think she's been very lucky in return. Oh. Yay! Bet. But she's very funny and curious of everything, and her smile. Please desist. We can sense your hormones boiling. Boiling? Winnie! Get out of there if you're not using it, man! Thank you! Lord have mercy. And she's the person you might be getting a date with? I really hope so. His vibrate is crazy. Do you have a date in time for your date? No. This is on a different topic. Please excuse me. Oop. Hmm. Hmm. So I take it you've been enjoying your time on Earth, Miss Amanda? Hmm. Or not? No, we have been enjoying it. But we also see the limits of it. How do you mean? We are a hive mind. A hive mind knows no boundaries or limitations. We share all our thoughts and desires. It is not difficult for us to connect. We are born connected. But Earthlings are guarded. They have complex emotions, and they have no means of truly knowing what anyone else feels. That makes them afraid of judgment and of hurt. It must be very difficult and painful for them to connect deeply. Why didn't it do it? I don't know. Hold on. Let me see. They're supposed to be working. I might have to reset my better TCV stuff. Maybe that's why. It's supposed to work. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. I have to look at it. Sorry. But hey, girl, hey. They really is like they hitting on some levels in here. Discrimination. Yeah, Twitch kind of be hating sometimes, so it's probably some shit on their end. There's so much they must let go at first. She ain't even been here that long and she already figured all this out. We could not live like that. Girl, you said that online networks were like a hive. Like a hive, but not a true hive. A true hive requires honesty and directness, as well as a desire to deeply understand others. Girl, go ahead. I see. You don't think you could ever adapt the way Silver has? Stop what you doing. Girl, if we all have. Silver is different. Even when he was a part of us, we could sense him looking outwards. Oh, that is why he's become such an amazing explorer. And that is why he made the effort to learn Earthlings' codes and behaviors. He did not just want to understand, he wanted to experience. We are not like him. We like to seek knowledge on what is different from us. But once we have that knowledge, we are satisfied. Uncovering it and bringing it back is what makes us happy. Aww. This is curious. It seems we are picking up some Earthling instincts after all. It is a good thing that our data readings here should soon be complete. And Silver's on his way to getting a date. It would appear so. What? Whoa! What? I think I remember that. I feel like I remember that. That was one of them times I walked in the room with my parents watching it, and then I was like, yeah, I gotta step out. Because what the heck did she just say? Was that supposed to be a pickup line? Like, I'm confused. No, for real. I want to go home. Amanda, we have to go. Dang, she still ain't get her drink. What? Again? That call was bad news. The agent. Oh, shit, he's here. Too late. Just hide behind the counter, quick. Neil? Yeah! He's a real boy! Good evening, Mr. Agent. He's super bald. We apologize, but our machine has been having issues. We cannot serve drinks at the moment. You know very well I'm not here for drinks. I'd rather not involve any more civilians in this, though. Oh, do you mean me? I'm sorry, but can't whatever this is wait for another night? I haven't finished my drink yet, and it looks like it's raining outside again. Well, here's something that can't wait for starters. Barista, did you happen to find an ID card laying around? An ID card? Not that I can recall, no. Well, you haven't been the most trustworthy element. So I think I'm going to look around for it, if it's all the same to you. Do you have a warrant? Maybe it's fallen behind the counter. Let me check our lost and found drawer first. Would this happen to be it? Seems like an important ID card. A shame if someone were to lose it. Well, how astonishing. It was here after all. Sounds like my suspicions weren't entirely wrong, weren't they? It was an honest mistake. before you make another honest mistake, okay? I'd like you to remember that I'm good at my job. That sounds like a very impressive job to have. What is it you're doing exactly? We uncover illegal aliens and extradite them, which is why I've been coming here in the first place. We keep getting tips that there have been alien sightings around this cafe. Speaking of which, have you noticed anything out of the ordinary, young man? Damn, I can't say that I have. I don't come here all that often, but it's always seemed very above board to me. Are you sure the tips aren't a prank? Seems that some young people enjoy those as a pastime. There are very popular videos of them online. That. Maybe it is, but I still have to investigate properly. Otherwise, my superiors will have my head on a platter. But you can't waste your time on a cold trail, either. Surely your superiors will see that you've done your best. I doubt that. They're a bit obsessed with the alien situation. Obsessed? Is it really that big an issue? Well, having such unusual elements around disturbs the public peace. Your average Joe has no clue what to make of them, you know? With all the stuff that's running around this city, y'all are worried about aliens? Y'all literally have vampires, werewolves, zombies, apparently, succubus, elves. There's so much. Whatever the barista is supposed to be, and y'all are worried about some aliens. Get a grip. Get a whole grip. It makes people feel unsettled. I see. Although the visible aliens aren't too bad from where I'm standing. What? At least we can identify and extract them. A visible alien, so you have invisible Jones too. Aliens who try to pass for Earthlings are a bigger problem. Oh. Why so? For one, it just muddles things. No matter how much they try to look like Earthlings, they were born aliens. Aliens they will remain. But now there are aliens who don't look like aliens. What does that mean, you know? Where does it stop? This sounds racist. What if some Earthlings decided they wanted to look like aliens? That would be a huge mess. Would it? Anyway, top brass insists that we go after them. In the end, that makes my job a lot harder. All that time spent detecting them. Give me a good spacesuit wearing alien any day, you know? Huh. Oh, but don't you worry about a thing. We at Fire always find a way to keep the public safe. I see. So, how do you go about detecting them exactly? That one's easy. Once I have my suspicions, I check their ID. That makes it all clear, right? Right. I do wonder, though. What is it? And I'm sorry if I'm being too curious. I have a habit of putting my foot in my mouth. No, you're good. No harm in asking. In that case, what is it that makes aliens so very different? There are all sorts of people living here. They all have different personalities, different looks. Hello? And for me, when I walk through the streets of Seattle and I see that no two people are alike, I'll admit that it makes me very happy. So if someone comes from further away but they feel like an Earthling at heart, would they really be more different from the people who live in this city? Than the people in this city are different from each other? Or would they just be another version of an Earthling? Perhaps no less beautiful? You know what? At the end of the day, I don't know, nor do I care all that much. Just trying to get the job done here. But you sure have opinions, don't you? You wouldn't happen to be friends with aliens yourself, would you? Now, surely that is... You do know what harboring illegal aliens is a crime. What? Amanda, be quiet. What was that? Machine's booting up. Just the coffee machine. Seems to have restarted now. That's a relief. Right. This is getting more suspicious by the minute. Stand aside. I'm going to conduct a search. Meow! Kitty! Oh, shiz. What the heck is this? If I'm not mistaken, this is a local cat. It's come over once before. Looks like it might be hiding from another stray. It's very cute. It's also irrelevant to the current. What the heck is that? Drat. I have an emergency elsewhere. But if either of you think you're off the hook, you're sorely mistaken. Oh, he's beefing. You'll be hearing from me soon. Oh, the cat don't mess with him. Is this one of those cats that changes, or just a cat? Y'all might want to stop coming over here. Silver, you're trembling. That's alright. You can come out now, I think, Amanda. Well, we've found this experience 100% distasteful. Actually, it was 40.235% distasteful, 20.834% scary, and 38.931% exciting. Huh. I apologize. This is just nerves. We are truly sorry for this disturbance. It's not your fault at all. But should you be sticking around here? The agent might come back. No. I lured him away, at least for now. You did? Although it's a good thing the little cat came in when it did. It bought us some precious minutes. What sort of earthling are you? Wow. We see. Do you speak cat? We could feel this earthling's intent better than usual. It is expressing it clearly. It wishes to rest and be left alone. I feel all out of sorts. Is the machine really working again? It is, indeed. Then make us a drink, and one for Silver as well. The same one should be fine for both. Just make it hot and comforting, and what would you like, Simply? I think I need some sweetness right now. I would really appreciate a hot, very sweet, very comforting drink. What do I have? Hot, very sweet, and very comforting. I'm guessing comforting would be warm, but also it says hot. I don't know. Maybe a hot chocolate? Think he'd be fucking with a hot chocolate? Looks like I got a good many of these. Ooh, maybe you want to be in buzzing? Nah, that's maybe too much. Ooh, what if I give him a sweetheart latte? Jingle beans? Crying. Mm-mm. Have quite a few of them left to discover, too. Shadows that will help you try to hide. Hmm. So a bitter heart could be one. How about a hot chocolate? Let's try a hot chocolate, right? Well, pretty much a hot chocolate. Okay, I'll be right back. I need to go get some tissue for my nose. Okay, I'm back. Here you go. Plenty of sweetness in this. You fuck it with it, or this tastes amazing. Thank you, Pete. No problems, man. This really is my kind of drink. It is very thick, is it not? The viscosity of this seems to be nearing 10,000 CPS. We like how different this experience is from the drink you served us the other night. I'm impressed though, Silver. You become quite savvy at navigating these situations. Even if I'm sure you'd rather avoid them altogether. Yes, I would definitely prefer to avoid them. But I need to get used to them anyway. Does sound like he got suspicious today. That's far from the worst of it. What do you mean? Pete, you know the cafe I said I'm opening? Yes. Well, it's not exactly like this cafe. In fact, it's not exactly a cafe at all. For the past few months, it's been the basis of operations for SAVE. SAVE? SAVE. Society for Aliens and Various Extraterrestrials. Ooh, okay. Wow. I know, it sounds very reckless. No, it sounds rather admirable. I think I underestimated you. I don't know. But you see why I've had to become savvy, as you said. I have a lot of people depending on me now. Those who are just arriving to Earth and are confused and scared. Those who've adopted Earthling appearances and are trying to blend in. Those who are learning how to understand life here. And how to understand themselves. For all of them, it's an existential matter. Not everyone's meant to be a hive mind. I know I wasn't. No offense, Amanda. We are not offended. We have always known you were different from us. It is all the same to us. You are a sibling, whether you live as the hive or as an earthling. Oh, Amanda. I really do love you. They're so cute. What is love? That is not a conversation I think I can have right now. I'll explain it to you tomorrow, okay? After we both have a rest. We will remind you of it. I know you will. I think I'm getting a little tired now. Is it alright if we go back? Absolutely! Our energy is also 98.429% depleted. She likes percentages a lot. Silver, is there anything we could do to help? No, I don't think so. Thank you for offering, really. But you have a different part to play in all this. And you've been playing it very well. You're very kind. Well, in that case, have a good night, the two of you. And please come again soon. You'll always be welcome here. Us and many others. We know and we're grateful. Good night, Pete. I'd say goodnight to the cat, but I don't think it needs my wishes. Good night, Pete. See, now we can use good night. We find it rather odd that maybe we should continue this chat while we walk. Alright. They are the cutest. Oh. What a night. Indeed. We can't close up yet though, because the cat's here. It's been a great deal more animated than we bargained for. And I suppose we have a new four-legged friend now. Wonder what you're doing here, little one. Don't you have a home? Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up. Meow. Meow. Oh well, I guess it's time for you to let me close up shop. But Silver... My cats are fighting. Stop that fighting! Oh my goodness. It's an honor to be related to someone like you. Oh, so I am also an alien. Okay, I thought so. The barista is also an alien, which they kind of did hint at in the end of the last game, if you guys remember. But I wasn't too sure if they were all part of the same hive mind. I guess we'll get more backstory of the barista in this one as well, which should be pretty cool. Tuesday, September 26th. They actually had the correct dates and everything matched up. That's kind of crazy. Oh. We are losing kilobits. Pull yourself together. Yep, there you go. There you go. They actually managed to plan out the proper dates and everything for the day. Not lol easy. Okay, first workaholics treatment center to open in 2024. No phone, no laptop, just rest. Needed in my life. Beachgoers report silver algae blooming on Alki Beach. Curbing recent security breaches, government to block data leakers' websites. Cool. Something's missing from the drawer. Did I misplace it? Oh! Somehow I feel like it's going to be a long, long night. Or not. Good evening. Hey, Pete. How are you? Not too shabby, I hope. Oh! Our shit's gonna lose power again, isn't it? Everything's just fine. You sure? Positive. How about you, sir? How's work? My shift's over, and I'm free now. Nice. That reminds me, Mr. High was here just the other day. Ah, that's right. Did he tell you the reason for his visit? Yeah, he's moving back here, right? Or at least that's the plan. Yes, that... What a nice surprise. He told me he's got a few things to discuss on that. Well, it's part of why I'm here tonight. Aside from getting myself a hot drink, that is. On that note, I'm so ready to take your order. Much obliged. So, Hendry told me about this Indonesian ginger drink. It has milk, honey, and a couple other stuff in it. I think it's called STMJ. I'll have a cup of that. I think I have that one. In my brew pad? Right? Yeah, milk, ginger, and honey. Milk! Mix it up! So, what's in it again? It's a hot blend of egg, milk, ginger, and honey. Egg? The drink's name itself is in the ingredients. Susu telur madu jahe. Milk, egg, honey, and ginger. Huh. No wonder it somewhat reminds me of eggnog. Ooh. Albeit spicier and not as rich. It's almost eggnog season, you guys. But I can see why Hendry likes it. It's a great stamina drink. He probably needs it to keep up with Rachel's work. You're probably right. As long as he remembers to take breaks, maybe I should invite him for a drink here sometime. What do you think? That would be lovely. Then consider it done. Please don't turn my lights out. I'm trying to make my money. You know what? I don't think Hyde will show up tonight. Oh? Why's that? When I called him earlier to confirm, he sounded a little annoyed. It's not exactly great outside either. I thought he liked this kind of weather. Him, yes. His car. Get out of there. Leave stuff alone. Thank you. His car, not so much. That thing would survive this kind of storm. Now that you mention it, you may be right. I used to drive him in that car back in the day. Did he ever tell you how old it is? Yep, gave me the whole backstory of it. Oh, guess I'm just surprised he still uses it at all. The car clearly holds a special meaning to him. He was also quite sentimental about it. Which makes me wonder if it has anything to do with him moving back here. What do you mean? He lived here before, right? Yeah. And he kept bringing up the past, too. Are you saying his move is motivated by nostalgia? I was going to say homesickness, but I realized that makes no sense. Get what you're trying to say, though. It's the strange longing for times gone by. Considering how fast things are changing these days. Talk about it. Maybe even too fast. Which is ironic, really. What is? Live long enough, you'll realize the only constant in life is change itself. Things like shifting necessities, curveballs the world throws at you, decay. Just stuff we have to deal with indefinitely. Considering our lifespans, you'd think we'd get used to it at some point. But we never do. Never completely, anyway. I suppose the idea of getting used to the change is a paradox in and of itself. That sounds about right. Perhaps nostalgia is like an anchor for dinosaurs like us. Keeps us from losing ourselves to the world's relentless speed. That's real. You get used to these after a while, huh? Pretty much. Hey, the siren's back. Oh, hey there. We meet again. Yes, hello. Is that how I say he not going to make it? Excuse me for a moment. Got it. Welcome, Miss Riona. Good evening. I'm meeting up with someone. Oh, okay then. How's your car, by the way? My car? Oh, you mean the tire. There's really no need for concern, as it was an easy fix. But thank you for asking. My pleasure. May I order a cup of Russian tea? Do I have that in here? I need a name! Tea, lemon, and cinnamon. That sounds good, actually. Sounds like it could be kind of fire. Russian tea for the lady Russian to deliver. That's a good one. This is perfect, by the way. Thank you. You're welcome. So, who are you meeting with, if I may ask? You should know, shouldn't you? After all, you were tasked to give me his contact info. Oh, dude, okay. Ah, so you two connected in the end. I'm sorry I failed to give his contact info to you. It's fine. He sent me a message last night through my private social media, which both surprised and confused me. I mean, how did he find my account? I heard you can find just about anything online nowadays if you know your way around. So it's probably an internet thing. That sounds a bit worrisome. What about people's privacy? I mean, I guess the rule is if you want privacy, don't put it on the net, huh? Yeah, that's a valid concern. All we can do now is to consider carefully what we put out there, I suppose. Right. Then I wonder, what does he want from me? He wanted to apologize last I checked, but you know. Yeah, so Hyde's not coming tonight. Probably for the best, given the circumstances. Is he okay? Yeah, he just wants to take it easy tonight. Understandable. My apologies for these surges. I was hoping it'd become more stable as the days go by, but no need to apologize for something out of your control. That's right. You tried everything you could. I know. Thank you for your understanding. How are you doing, miss? Hey there. Did you manage to resolve your issues with children? That's a way to say that. Sorry? Oh, I mean the hospital admission problem from the other day? Oh, that. For a minute there, I thought I had a beef with kids I was unaware of. Sorry for the misunderstanding. No worries, that was funny. It's only been a few days, so not much has changed. How about you? Feeling better? Yes, well, I apologize for the way I acted a few days ago. We all have our bad days, so don't worry about it. Thank you. While we're on the topic, I told Officer Georgie what happened to your car. Would you mind pointing out where you believe the incident took place? Sure. It was quite near the police station, actually, at a metered spot just outside the now defunct library. Oh, the vacant building at the Bourne intersection? Yes, that's correct. I see. So it was originally a library. You know the area? I know of the property, yeah. It's been abandoned for a long time now. But it's a heritage building, so I often wonder why nothing's being done with it. Since it's located in a very populated, culture centric neighborhood. That's true. There's even an art college nearby, right? Then again, I've always found the street a bit odd. Odd? How? It's just barren, especially if you consider the area. And the weird thing is, I feel like it wasn't always that way. Feel? Don't you mean remember? Nope, exactly what I said. It's a feeling, not a clear memory. Strange, isn't it? That is odd. Well, there used to be a flea market there a long, long time ago. Perhaps that is what you were recalling? Flea market. We love a good flea market. Flea market, huh? Hmm. Last time I drove there, I remember seeing nothing but concrete. Oh, wait. There was a single dead tree surrounded by strange trinkets. A dead tree, huh? No idea why I almost forgot about it. It stuck out like a sore thumb. About 8 feet tall. No leaves. It's been there forever, too, as far as I know. That hawthorn tree was something of a landmark for us drivers. And the trinkets you spoke of were actually remembrances of sorts. Remembrances? Hold on, I'm just going to recap a bit here, okay? Sure. Your car was vandalized near a metered parking spot in front of an abandoned library on a seemingly deserted street within a busy area. That a large dead tree surrounded by remembrances for some reason. Sounds about right. Except the tree's no longer there. Oh? Are you serious, Pops? Why wouldn't I be? That's crazy. My boy Lucas is back. Good evening, gentlemen. Hey, everyone. Oh boy. I thought I'd be early, but you're already here, lady. Hello. Pete, for the love of all things holy, tell me my lighter is here. Well, you're in luck, because it is. Hot damn, thank goodness. Would you like me to get it for you now? Nah, it's fine. I'm just glad to know it's here. Just bring it with my drink later. Sure, let me know when you're ready to order. Cheers. Well, well, well. What's up, y'all? What's new? Evening, officer. We were just talking about the spot where Miss Riona's car may have been vandalized. Oh? They got your car too, lady? Yes, but it's not a big issue. Still sorry you had to experience that. Where'd you park your car, miss? I can send you the coordinates if you like. That'd be real swell. Got it. Okay. Oh. Is it within the area you expected, or? Pretty much. Same location where I parked mine a week ago. I see. You can rest assured, we already increased patrols in that area. That's great. But I'm the only one doing it at the moment. That's crazy. That sucks. What's that? Am I hearing you out of all people doubting my skill, Pete? No, of course not. I just thought it means an unfortunate increase to your workload. Ah, well, them's the breaks, I suppose. Anyway, give me your strongest espresso, Pete. Don't forget my lighter. Boom. Espresso. It exudes an interesting feel. Oh. There we go. Here you go. Oh, there it is. Thanks, Pete. Probably think I'm being silly, but what can I say? It's my lucky charm. Yeah. It's borderline superstitious, I know. Don't you have anything of the sort? Well, I have good reason to be superstitious. Whenever I don't have this with me, things happen. Right. Alright, here comes the strongest espresso in the house. Whoop. Cheers. Perfect as always. Are you ready to order? That's a bright jacket you got on. Might as well. I'd like something desserty. What? Because it's my cheat day. Lord, sure thing. Any specifics in mind? Well, I saw this video of a Spanish hot cocoa drink yesterday. It was so thick I thought it was chocolate sauce. The name also reminded me of a song, but for some reason I can't remember the title right now. You know, that sounds oddly familiar. For real? Then I'll have that thick cocoa. It's got milk and a little hot, spicy kick to it. I think I actually have the recipe for this on the brew pad. Is it the Spanish part? gotta be the Spanish Sahara, so we're gonna go with that. Here comes this cup of Spanish Sahara for you. Oh, so that's what it's called. That's what we call it here, at least. Very cool. Then bon appetit. C'est bon. Mm. I think this is it. Very tasty. Thanks, Pete. You're so welcome. So, Pops, just earlier you would tell me about your creepy patrolling experience, right? Was it in the same location where the lady's car was? Creepy patrolling experience? Well, I don't know if I should even talk about it, but maybe it's just a tad too spooky. Even for me. What the heck happened? What happened? Tell him, Pops. It's not that big a deal, honestly. Then all the more reason to talk about it, right? Maybe someone here will know something. You got a point there. Y'all were talking about the area anyway, right? Yep. Well, I've been patrolling there the past few nights. The street itself is fairly straightforward. It's about a half a mile round trip from the intersection and back. There's nothing much there either. Concrete sidewalk with metered parking spots, a fence here and there, and an unfinished construction site with a couple of CCTVs dotted about. No tree? What tree? There used to be a dead tree in front of the old library. Huh. Oh, that old dead tree. It was uprooted by the city back in January. That's crazy. Ah. The commercial community decided it wasn't really a good look. So when the city started a massive cleanup project last year, well, they simply voted to get rid of it. I see. Why? What's up? We were actually talking about it earlier, and being a decades old landmark aside, could there be something more to the tree than just, well, being old? You think so? That's what I think after listening to Miss Brianna. Hmm. Are you expecting something from me, Pete? Huh? Oh, no, no. I'm sorry if I crossed the line. You just seem to know a lot about it, and I don't want to mix up the facts. I understand. But I would like to hear the officer's spooky tale first, if you don't mind. Gladly, miss. Almost forgot about me there, huh? So, anyway, patrolling on that street isn't easy. Ugh, shit. So, anyway, patrolling on that street is an easy task. Only 4 to 5 cars will park there overnight at most, which makes keeping track a breeze. Sounds ideal enough. As expected, though, nothing happened the first 2 nights. But yesterday was a different story. Whoa! Hold on. What a stage setup, eh? It got dark in a mug. Hmm. Oh, phew. There you go. He did not like that. Thank goodness. Sorry about that. Please, continue. Alrighty. she? Well, it was nearing the end of my shift, and I found nothing was amiss. There were only 4 cars parked that night, two spaced across the street, and two on the opposite corner, side by side. My plan was to leave after I walked one last round to make sure everything was okay. And a reminder, you can cover the whole place in only 8 minutes. Okay. Then, at the end of my walk, I took a drag on my cigarette, smug as I was about to clock out, thinking 'twas another night job well done. Right? Wrong, as I was immediately faced with the impossible. 3 cars, two side by side, one across the street. All tires flat. That's 12 vandalized tires for you. That's crazy. In a span of less than 10 minutes. That is so strange. It would take several minutes to flatten just one tire. And that's if you're using the right tools. Right? But that wasn't all. Oh no, it wasn't. Because that was the moment when the streetlights went out suddenly and all at once. What? Right after that, I heard flurries of footsteps and laughter. They were going farther and farther away from the scene, and yet I saw nothing at all. And he is his face. Oh, uh, are you sure? Did the CCTV catch anything? The infrareds actually managed to catch something, but the videos weren't clear at all, so I'm still investigating it. Jeez Louise, Pops. That's way spookier than what you told me in the car. But it's cool though. I may be laughing now, but I almost pissed my pants there, you see. Well, whoever they were, they sure worked fast. Right? Anyway, Pete, I think I want another drink. All that talking is making my throat dry, and coffee just ain't cutting it. Roger that. What would you like? What do you suggest? How about some tea with ginger and honey? Sounds good. Can you use the red flower stuff you have as a base? You mean hibiscus? Definitely. Hibiscus is so good. Okay, then I'd like red flower tea with ginger and a touch of honey. Also known as Jamaica, if I'm pronouncing it right. Ginger, hello? Ginger and a little honey. Yes, sir. Te Jahe Rosea. Serve it. One piping hot Te Jahe Rosella for you. Oh, what is that? What does it mean? Jahe means ginger, Te means tea, and Rosea or Roselle is another name for hibiscus. Hibiscus got all the names, child. I see. A legit herbal drink. Spicy, but perfect for the weather. Good call, Pete. I'm happy to please. If that's the case, let me join your patrol, Pops. Because I'm not scared of ghosts. Real beings scare me more. Wait a sec, kid. What do you mean by ghosts, eh? Jumping the gun a little there, ain't you? I don't know, Pops. Maybe it's even something crazier than that. This is a really serious problem, kid. Don't joke around like that. Sorry. Interesting. You know something? No, not me. But she might. Right, the tree, wasn't it? Oh yeah. What about it, miss? It's your turn to finish your thought. I'm not sure if this can be any use at all, but officer, are you aware of the story behind that tree? Huh? I recall what you said earlier. People often leave remembrances around it. What do you mean by that, miss? Well, it's because someone passed away there. What? Allow me to explain. I mentioned there was once a flea market on that street, correct? Right. They called it the Fairy Market. It was unofficially set up by the transients of the community. Transients being the government's term for unregistered citizens, including all the other uncategorizable beings at the time. Fairies were a part of that. Huh. I remember learning about it. After the war, the government made its first official attempt to sort things out. Organizing equitable classifications was thought of as one of the first steps towards civil peace. But it was oversimplified, inefficient, and not speedy enough. Was all that before the Vindication Act? Way before that. Many who couldn't register were basically in administrative limbo. What? That's as good as like not existing at all. That sounds a lot like, America and the whole slavery thing, but really, that's horrible. It was the main reason why the fairy market was created in the first place, to ensure transient survival throughout the changing times, in more ways than one. The market had no real schedule, therefore, the start of Fairy Week would be marked by flowers strewn along the intersection, just so people would notice and come and take a look. Sounds kinda too low key, no? Because it was illegal, silly. Oh, and that was exactly the problem. The market ran day and night, its format unchanging. At the same time, the economy was slowly reshaping the landscape. People started to spend more, becoming reckless, while the laws were still shaky at best. Hmm? Then a tragic incident occurred one night. A drunk driver was speeding and went off course, striking a vendor there. And the only evidence left of the crime was that tree, standing where there was no tree before. Oh, wow. Wait a second, what? Why did I never hear about it? How long ago was this? The accident occurred in 1959, but the market itself was forcefully disbanded in 1961. It happened before I was born, huh? Yeah, I remember everything now. It was actually quite an infamous case, wasn't it? But due to the nature of the beings involved, most people couldn't help but, well, forget. Huh? We're talking about the late 50s to early 60s here. Post-war media was still quite scarce. And I remember the drunk driver was also the son of a very wealthy individual. Oh, correct. But That wasn't exactly the part that made the case so infamous. It was due to the fact that no body was ever found at the crash site, as well as the vendor being a transient with no legal ID or paper trail. As a result, the court had no choice but to dismiss the case. Wow. But there was a body, wasn't it? Just not the one people might expect. You mean the tree? Right. When semi-spiritual beings like us pass on from the physical world, some may leave specific landmarkers behind. Not all can do that, though. Us banshees don't do that. You don't? No, we simply disappear. So, if I'm getting this right, the tree couldn't be used as evidence because it wasn't classified as remains yet. The witnesses were in the same boat, no paper trail. So the driver's lawyer took advantage of those loopholes. And that's messed up. Beyond messed up, Pops. Whoa. I'm boiling. I'll take a further look into this more, miss. But I have a question for you. Yes? You think the vandalism has anything to do with the tree removal? Probably. I don't know. I suppose it might depend on when the acts of vandalism began. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I better get going then. It's almost time for my shift. Okay, officer. Break a leg, Pops. I'd rather not. Stay safe. Will do. I'll keep y'all posted. Thank you, Georgie. Appreciate you. That's a good man right there. I better go as well. Got an early shift tomorrow. There's one thing I want to confirm, though, if you don't mind, miss. Yes? It's about the fairies passing and how everyone ends up forgetting about them afterwards. I really thought that was just a myth. I guess not. Unfortunately. That's why there used to be memorabilia around that tree. Oh. They were efforts by those who remembered to preserve the memory. But it wasn't enough, was it? Else, we'd still have that tree. It really makes me question my memory. Are there any people I might have forgotten? Were there events I missed? It's quite scary to think about. For beings like us, being forgotten is inevitable. So, no need to feel bad about it. Is that so? Oh, I didn't catch your name, by the way. I'm Galen. Oh, I'm Lucas. Nice to meet you, sir. Well then, nice meeting you. Good luck with your future auditions, Miss Rihanna. Thank you. See you around. Bye, Pete. Take care. I love that all the characters in this game are so different from each other and yet are able to get along so well after like a few hiccups here and there. You okay? It's getting real late. I still want to talk, but if you're tired, let me know. Have you eaten? Do you want something to eat? We don't sell food here. You don't? No wonder your place is always empty. Well, I'm just kidding, Pete. Don't hate me, please. Well, do you want another drink, maybe? I wouldn't mind one. Nice! What do you feel like having? Something without milk, with a fresh feeling and some brightness to it. I'm also quite partial to the blue pea tea. Oh. Okay, I'll order something for you. May I? Sure. Pete, could you try this mix? I saw this pretty drink in a video and it looked perfect for Our Lady. Yep. What is it? It had blue pea as a base, a lot of mint, and a splash of lemon. Alright. Little blue, little mint, little lemon. Lemon. I would love to like try some of these teas in like real life though. Maybe I could do that as like a video idea down the road. I have to figure out where I'm gonna get blue pea tea from and hibiscus. But I would love to try some of the coffee talk recipes in real life. Here you go, miss. For the man sitting right beside you. It looks nice. Very pretty. I like it. Thank you. I'm glad you do. And wow, Pete, it looks exactly like what I envisioned. You're a G. Hey, you already know what it is, Rough Riders. Let's go. Happy you both enjoyed it. Man, that whole case earlier, though, it was a lot to take in. Also, about the whole forgetting thing, that really gave me chills. Why? Don't you feel scared of just disappearing in the end? Because I do. That's why I thought I finally understood you, too. I mean, the reason why you wanted to become a soprano your way. The traditional way. Oh? Care to compare notes? Because I've yet to be entirely certain about that myself. Oh. Now that's why that's what you call huge pressure. Before that though, can I ask a little teeny tiny question? Go ahead. What inspired you to go down this path? I mean, I may have an idea on why you're choosing the hard way, but why a soprano in the first place? Because it's been done before. Pardon? Because there was already a banshee who did it before. Damn. So I know it's not impossible. Whoa, for real? Her part was that of Sorbet Araya, and she was not very well known. What is a Sorbet Araya? Oh, I mean she was a secondary character. Back in the early 19th century opera, Sorbet Arayas would be sung toward the end of the second act, usually before the evening ended. Hawkers would use the time to offer their wares for the last time to the patrons, often desserts. Hence, Sorbet Araya. Ah. Ooh, I see. Like background singing at the end of a show or something? Yes. Things are different nowadays because people are expected to listen to the end. The first time I heard her voice was on an old recording of a comedy opera. I was still very young back then. She was playing a confused maid role at the very end of the opera, wondering why and how people could act so crazy when in love. But despite her confusion, she thought she wasn't so old that she couldn't find out the reason herself. It was a funny epilogue to the opera. But hearing a banshee sing such a playful and lighthearted piece, it was truly an eye-opener for me. Oh man, I bet it was. Sadly, I couldn't find any of her other works, but it always stuck with me nonetheless. So I left my commune and started trying on my own. That's really cool and brave of you to do so. I agree. I've never talked about this before. It's a bit embarrassing. Nah, don't be embarrassed. I think it's super cool. You're just feeling inspired to push yourself beyond what's expected of you and wishing to leave a mark on this world. Is that what you think? Uh huh. You're just trying to follow a path that has been traveled before. And that's not always a bad thing, especially for beings like us. You're just being careful, yet courageous. Right, because the path you're choosing to walk on is still difficult. Hmm. Regarding leaving your mark, I don't know. I just feel maybe you're the same as me. Like, what's the point of being born if nobody's going to remember us? Right, Pete? No comment. Aw. Why do you want to be remembered so much? Why wouldn't you? Us banshees see the end differently than most. So, care to enlighten me? I can't speak for anyone else, but in my case, I was a kid who grew up in a large family, you see? Like, humongously large. Literally couldn't count all my siblings even if I wanted to. Because they're everywhere, thanks to my dad. Oh. We weren't wealthy, though. Not even close. Money situation was always suffocating us, for real. But sometimes Dad would drop by to give us some money, though it wasn't even enough to cover utilities for more than a couple months. Then he'd just leave again a couple days later. Are you the eldest? Nope. But my older bros had already moved out by the time I hit high school. Hmm. I was so surprised when my dad gave me the house after he died. Oh. Which is where my mom and siblings live now. Sorry to hear about your father. No, it's fine. Anyway, so my older brothers came back, right? They wanted me to sell the house and divide the earnings. Wanting a slice of the inheritance pie, huh? You didn't do that, right? Heck no. That's why I left for LA. So if they really want me to sell the house, they have to chase after me. Good call. Thankfully, my younger siblings and I are pretty tight. We're a good team. That's a relief. But that was also why I needed money fast. Needed to send money to help with my family's bills. And of course, so I could stay alive as well. That was why I ended up having to join the production house. The production house? Yeah, it was like a bunch of content creators getting together to make videos every day. I was young and naive too, you know. Oh, this man was like one of the phase house, hype house types. It's coming together. I'm seeing the vision here. Because it was my first time venturing to another state completely alone, after all. So I didn't know better how predatory things could be. Talk about it. Mm, man, this isn't even going to be an entertaining story. If you're uncomfortable, you don't have to talk about it. No, it's not that. I just really didn't like that production house. Blair, what in the green hell? Get it out. There you go. I need you to eat something, love. Hold on, guys. My cat just vomited. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. But I needed the money. Someone there saw my vlogs and invited me in. And as one of the youngest there, I tried to get along with everyone. Hmm. But you see, we were all creators in the entertainment industry, right? Which means we all had huge, huge egos. So naturally, there was somewhat of a hierarchy of sorts. Trying to be all around helpful turned me into the butt of the joke all the time. Oh, hmm. That didn't discourage me all of that much, by the way. I mean, I also learned a lot there, not gonna lie. Still, hmm. Well, long story short, being tokenized sucked. The end. No disagreement there. Sorry, I swear that wasn't what I wanted to talk to you about. It's fine. Actually, I learned a lot this evening. Uh, I just don't want to take up more of your time. So, can I just ask you a direct question? Sure. Great. Would you be interested in guest starring on my new show? Uh, I realized I was being dumb the day we first met. Kind of forced my thoughts on you. It was just being a general smartass. I undermined your straightforward efforts because I was jealous of your solid resolve. Since everything I did was anything but. But you succeeded eventually, didn't you? And you worked hard for it. Yet I almost ended up losing sight of why I'd been doing all this in the first place. I went with the flow, made excuses a lot, all to justify the gain. But to what end? That's why I've been trying to put together a talent showcase for those who need extra exposure. It's going to be a small production thing. It'll be paid, I swear. And not with exposure either. Though it won't be much at first. Because I don't have that much money ready to use at the moment, so. Um. Wait. This is a bit sudden, don't you think? No pressure, though. How does the show work? Well, I'm not 100% sure of the shape of it yet, but ideally, it will have like an interview at first, and then I'll record your singing. I'll bring all the gear. I'll also be doing all the editing and stuff. It's gonna take a bit of time since I still have my main show to do. But I did start my vlogging journey on my own, too. So I can bet you the result will still be quality. Your show will tank if I'm the first guest. You realize that, right? If it does, then it doesn't deserve to exist. I don't care about haters, but you do. That's why I won't push you. I'm flattered, but no thank you. Okay. Thanks for thanks for considering me though. Thanks for giving it a thought. Hmm. Looks like I have to go. Okay. It's nothing to do with what you said, okay? Just bad timing. Yes, I get it. Cool. I hope we can meet again like this. If you want to, maybe. I'll take it. Thanks for your time too, Pete. Sorry if I bored you. No, truly, it was my pleasure. Cool. Okay. I really have to go. See you around? Safe trip. Alrighty. See you, Pete. Come again soon. Mm. I think tonight was the most I've talked in the past 2 years, and I'm quite glad to hear that. Thank you, Pete. For what? For being such a good host. I know I'm not the easiest being to get along with. It's always a pleasure to have you and everyone around. Hmm. Then I'll be taking my leave. I feel like I have a lot to rethink. But I'll see you again soon. And we'll be waiting. Always. Safe trip, Miss Riona. And have a good night. This game knows how to hit you in the feels. Phew. I think I'm done for the night. I hope everything will work out for everyone. Me too, Pete. Me too. Perfect if unlikely combination of sour and bitter. Alright, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop it here for the night. Didn't intend to be on super late tonight, and I have some stuff I have to do in the morning. It is really tripping me out how these dates are exact, like down to the day. Because literally, September 27th was, oh, there's my cue too, was a Wednesday. It's really crazy. They must have really looked ahead on their calendars for that. I'm going to go ahead and stop it here. Call it a night from here. I will be back probably Tuesday, regular schedule. Um, World of Gollum Croacher Center grand opening to be held in Bhutan. Lunacell panel prototype ready for first test. Newcomer progressive elven metal band Avathor tops U.S. music chart. Good things going on. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna save here. Call it a night. Thank you for everybody who came and stopped by and hung out. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this game as much as I'm enjoying this game. We'll be back Tuesday. I will have to let you guys know what we're playing. It's either going to be Tekken. I think I'm going to actually switch Katamari to be a game that I just record to myself, at least until I unlock all the eternal levels, because it takes so long to get through them. And 4 hours is not enough time for me. But it's either going to be Tekken, Liza P, or this, the way it's looking. I'll keep you guys posted. Check out the social medias if you are not already following me. Let me see, do I have the button here for it? I don't think I do. Let's see if I can get that up here. Social or social? I think it's social. Yeah, there we go. Follow me on. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm not super active on Twitter. Definitely follow me on Instagram. I post all of my Go at Live posts there primarily. Twitter just kind of gets the auto tweets from my Twitch account. But yeah, those are the two best places to see when I'm going live, other than following me here and hitting the notification bells here. But honestly, Instagram is probably the best bet, because even sometimes Twitch acts a little bit of a butt when it comes to making sure notifications go out. We'll be back Tuesday because I'll be busy tomorrow and Monday. There's a new video up on the Achieve channel. If you're not already subscribed there, that video is actually my new channel trailer. Go ahead and check it out and let me know what you think of it. Should be a new actual video coming later this month. I'm still currently working on editing everything. I'm trying to get my time managed better so I can get stuff out in a timely fashion. But this is a one-woman show here. It's a one-woman production team. I'm the talent. I am the editor. I am the manager. I am the planner, and it's just a lot of life stuff that's also going on too. Keep an eye out this month. There's a possibility that stream scheduling is going to change a bit. I will keep you guys posted. Again, the best place to go for that information is going to be my Instagram. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Make sure you take care of yourself, drinking water. Happy October. It's a new month. We made it. Hopefully we have many more to go. But take care of yourself. Make sure you're drinking water. Make sure you're keeping yourself as fed as possible. And above all else, make sure you keep rocking. Yeah. Till next time. Good night, guys.